And Judge, just to let you know, I'll be covering Mark's status docket today.
Mr. McCann, are you there?
Yes, sir. I'm trying to get the audio and the video fixed up here. There, I believe the audio is on now. And the video as well.
All right. 1 minute. All right, we're on the record in 21 CCR 221783, 221785, and 229201. Mr. McCann, where do we stand with this case?
Your Honor, we have the felony motion to adjudicate, which I believe is set for February 2nd. And I anticipate that that will take this off your docket. And I believe that will be the final setting. If it is not, I'm certainly prepared if the court wishes to put a trial setting on in case that does not happen. But I honestly don't think we will get there, and then it will be up to the state whether they wish to pursue any of these cases again.
Here's what I'm doing, Mr. McCann. We're going to set it for trial. Go ahead and get it on a trial docket. And if it resolves itself, great. You don't have to worry about it.
That's fine, Your Honor. Do you have a date in mind for March then?
I'm looking right now.
Yeah.
What was the date you said in February that it will be resolved?
I believe I have this on the 2nd of February.
If I may, I believe that the MAG hearing is set for the 13th of February, last time I checked.
How about we set it for March 7th at 10 a.m. for a trial docket. Pre-trial will be held. What's the pre-trial date, Sarah?
March 2nd at 9 o'clock.
March 2nd, 9, and March 7th for the actual jury selection, if I heard that correctly.
Yes, 10 a.m. for the jury selection.
All right, that sounds great, sir. Do you need anything else?
That's it. You're free to go. Thank you, Mr. McCann.
Thank you. Have a good new year. I hope you all had a good holiday.
You do the same.
All right.
All right, Mr. Kovac, can you hear me?
Yes, Ron, how are you today?
Good. I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Let's get started. We're on the record in 21 CCR 224157, State of Texas versus Spencer Allman. Mr. Kovac, last time we were here in November, you were submitting a DWI packet. Has that been done and has it been reviewed by the state?
My understanding is yes, and we have a TRAS set for next week, and the application was sent to Peggy.
Mr. O'Brien?
Yes, Your Honor, that's the understanding of the state. We're still pending the TRAS before we make our final evaluation on the PTI.
How much time do we need to get this wrapped up?
If his appointment is next week with Peggy, I'd say one more setting, Your Honor.
How much time do you honestly need to evaluate it after the TRAS?
For us, perhaps 2 weeks.
Okay, January 26, 2:30. That's your new date, Mr. Kovac. It's another status. That'll be the last status before this goes on a trial docket.
Thank you, Your Honor. So would you say it one more time? I'm sorry, Your Honor, I need a pen.
January 26th at 2:30 PM.
Thank you. All right, thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Have a good one.
I don't have anyone for Mr. Overstreet. Sarah?
I talked to his assistant yesterday. He received the link because I sent it to her and him.
Moving on. Nobody wants to connect. So jury.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, good morning or good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Is that Miss Gamino behind you?
It is, Judge. Her phone is not working properly, so we asked her to come to office, but it is Ms. Gamino.
All right, very good. Let's get started then. We're on the record in 22 CCR 227969, State of Texas versus Alyssa Gamino. Ms. O'Jury, why don't you give me an update on this case? Where do we stand?
So, Judge, we got a plea offer on December 30th. I was out of the office for several days over the holiday. I have been able to meet with Ms. Gamino. I actually asked her to come in early today. We're pretty close. She's asked me to negotiate a bit with Mr. Ulak. I don't believe these matters will be going to trial. He's made an offer already. We just need to tweak it and resolve. I believe that we could do that within the next 2 weeks. So I don't know if we want to set it for a plea or do another pretrial and then set a plea date.
Let's set it for in 2 weeks. And if it's not resolved off the plea docket, then we'll set it for trial after that.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Sarah, give me a date 2 weeks out for a plea.
We have either the 17th or the 26th.
Judge, if I might, I'm going to be out on the 17th in Austin. My daughter has a medical procedure, so if we could do the 26th. Is that January 26th at what time?
It'll be 1:30.
Okay. And I will get a reset e-file this afternoon, Your Honor.
Perfect. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, you and your client are free to go.
Thank you.
Mr. McDougal, can you hear me?
Sorry, Judge. Yes, I was on the phone with the state bar.
Do we have issues or?
No, I'm panel chair for our district, and we had a hearing coming up, so I was talking to the attorney, getting ready.
All right, we're on the record in 21 CCR 224813, State of Texas versus Michael James Guillory. McDougal, where do we stand with this matter?
Judge, Mr. Guillory is actually charged with 2 offenses of DWI first, the most recent one being from September of this year. I got notice that the discovery was ready on the 20th, and I just, not the paper discovery, which I've gone through, the video discovery. I just haven't had an opportunity to get there since the 20th to pick that up. I meant to pick it up this morning, and I completely forgot when I was there, but I plan to get it in the morning, Judge. I just need an opportunity to get that, review that with my client, and then get back with the prosecutor.
I'm gonna make it short.
How short?
February 9th.
That's short enough. I can get that done in between now and then, Judge.
All right, well, I need, get your paperwork, get the discovery, go over with your client, negotiate with the state and see where you stand on February 9th.
Will do, Judge.
All right, February 9th, 2:30, you file a reset, you and your client are free to go.
Hey, Judge, I have another one on the docket, or do you want me to wait?
No, I can get to it. It's Medina next.
Yes, Judge. That case, there's been an offer from the state.
Let me get your client.
Is he not here?
Let me, he's here. Let me get him pulled in.
Oh, I thought you said, where's my client? Like, there we go.
Give him a minute to connect. All right, we're on the record at 21 CCR 224445, State of Texas versus Juan Medina Molina. All right, go ahead, Mr. McDougal.
Judge, there's been an offer on Mr. Medina's case for him to complete a class and have his case dismissed. We just need time to get this class completed and be a gun safety class.
Same date?
Yes, Judge.
All right, February 9th.
Alrighty, Judge, may I be excused or both my clients
Okay.
be excused?
Yes, they may.
And it looks like one of my, Mr. Guillory is still there, but I'm gonna give him a call and let him know to log off, Judge.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Y'all have a good day. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Sarah, is anybody appearing for Mike Elliott on the Helen Holvik matter?
I have not heard anything.
Your Honor, I could address that matter. We've resolved that case. His client has completed the course I've requested, and I filed the dismissal this morning.
Will you push that through to my queue? Mr. Pruitt.
Good morning, Your Honor. Good afternoon, Your Honor.
Good afternoon. Mr. Pruitt, next time you appear in my court, please have a tie or coat on.
Okay, sir.
We're on the
Uh,
record in 22 CCR 226, not 292 State of Texas versus Heath Jackson. All right, Mr. Pruitt, where do we stand with this matter?
Your Honor, I just received discovery. He has 6 felony cases pending upstairs in the 458 District Court. And I just received discovery on December the 19th, which I quite frankly haven't had an opportunity to review yet. And the district attorney made an offer this morning, which I have not even had a chance to relate to my client yet. So we just now received discovery. I think everything's been in a holding pattern because the felony cases, they haven't released discovery until all the felony cases were indicted.
All right. I'll give you some time to review the discovery, talk it over with your client, and negotiate with the state. I also understand there's felony cases pending, so that's going to hold this up. But we're only going to leave it on the docket for so long before we set it for trial.
Oh,
So
I understand.
What I'm going to do is reset this case to February 9th at 2:30 p.m. That should give you some time to look at everything and talk it over with your client.
Yes, sir.
You would file a reset, Mr. Pruitt. You and your client are free to go.
Okay, Judge. And how you faring with that, Miss Green?
How am I faring without Miss Green?
Yes.
We're getting along just fine, although she is missed dearly.
Yeah, she will be dearly missed.
Yes, absolutely. She's been in this courthouse for 33 years and it doesn't seem right, but you know
Oh, no.
what? Sarah's doing a great job.
She is an institution. Who was her replacement?
Sarah Toller.
Sarah Toller. Okay. Miss Toller, pleasure to meet you whenever I do meet you.
You as well.
Thank you. Maybe excuse you, Your Honor.
Yes, you may.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Good afternoon, Judge.
Good afternoon, Mr. Cohen. How are you?
Doing great.
Good.
Appreciate it.
We're on the record and well, let's wait for your client to finish connecting. Oh, your client dropped off. That's all right. We're gonna go ahead and continue without your client for now.
Okay, thank you.
If he shows back up, Ms. Toller will bring him in. We're on the record in 21 CCR 225-475 State of Texas, Texas versus Terrence Toller. Mr. Cohen, last time we were here, you needed some time to go over everything with your client and the discovery. Where do we stand now?
Okay, I've had that opportunity and we do have an agreement with the state. And at this point, we just need a setting to plead the case.
Okay. Ms. Toller,
Yes, sir.
give me a date. Next available.
We have the 9th or the 7th of next week.
Mr. Cohen?
Said the 9th or the 7th. The 7th, you said?
Yes, sir.
Okay, the 7th I have is.
I'm sorry, that's in February. We have the 10th or the 12th.
Okay,
Okay.
okay, and that's at 9 a.m.
The 10th will be 9, the 12th will be 1:30.
Okay, let's do. Let's do the 12th at 1:30.
Beauty file a reset. You and your client.
I'm sorry, Judge. If I can just ask my client if that works for him, because he's actually in Austin. I just realized that he works in Austin.
Mr. King, you'll have to unmute yourself.
Oh, I'm sorry about that. The 12th will be fine.
All right, 12th at 1:30 p.m. in my courtroom in person.
Yes, sir.
See you then.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
Good day.
You too.
Hi, Judge.
Mr. Njoku, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
All right, well, your client's still connecting. We'll give him just a minute.
Okay, yeah, it's kind of. Yeah, he called me earlier. Yeah. I don't know if it succeeded.
We're proceeding without him. We're on the record in 21 CCR 224-744, State of Texas versus Ms. Del Laredo. Mr. Majoku,
Yes, sir.
stand with this matter.
Ms. Dale the trust has been done on him and he's accepted for the DWI program. We received the payment link about 10 days before Christmas and he didn't have the money. So what we're asking that, he get about 30 days to put the money together. Because he said he had just started his new job.
Okay, I can do that. We'll reset it to February 9th at 2:30 p.m. Obviously, if he's transferred, great by that date and time. If not, it'll probably go on a trial docket after that.
Okay. Okay, it's 2:30. Okay, I'll let him know. By the time he logs in, I guess when I finish, I'll just call him.
Just call him.
Okay.
Just call him. All right. Thank you, Ms. Joku. Have a good one.
Thank you, Jed. Okay.
Mr. Smith, are you there?
Hello? Can you hear? Steve?
Judge, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, how you doing,
I can hear
Judge?
you.
Okay, my name is Michael Renfro. I work here with Mr. Smith. He's attending to another matter right now, but he asked me to attend the status conference hearing and to let you know what was going on with Mr. Martinez. Not Martinez.
All right, let's get on the record.
Okay.
You're an attorney with Mr. Smith's office?
Yes, sir. My name is Michael Renfro. I am a licensed attorney here in the state of Texas.
All right, we're on the record in 19 CCR 211000, State of Texas versus Javier Martinez. Mr. Renfro, where do we
Yes, sir.
stand?
Yes, sir. So the status is that on yesterday, I believe Mr. Smith reached an agreement with Mr. Ulak, the assistant DA there in Fort Bend, and the agreement calls for Mr. Martinez to take an 8-hour anger management class, and at the completion and proof of certificate of that, with proof of certificate of completion of that class, that the case would be dismissed. So we just need to get a future court date from the coordinator, in case there is non-compliance, but we are assured, and we'll assure the court that he will take that anger management class. He will get the certificate of completion, and we can go ahead and get this case disposed of.
All right, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna give you till 2/9, February 9th at 2:30 p.m. Okay?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
If he has not taken that class and a dismissal is not filed on this case, he's going on the next trial docket, next
sir.
available trial docket. All right.
We're good with that, Judge. Thank you.
If you would e-file a reset, you and your client are free to go.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, Ms. Boland, can you hear me?
Yes, I can, Judge.
All right, very good. We're on the record in 21 CCR 221-772, 221-774, and 22 CCR 225-675. Ms. Boland, we're here for a status conference on this case. Last time we were here in November. I know he's got some pending felonies, discovery needed still to be taken care of. Where do we stand with everything?
Is this on my case, Judge, or on Mr. McDonald's case?
This is Damian Mitchell Shannon.
Okay, yeah, that one's Mr. McDonald's case. What he explained to me is that there is a plea agreement that has been worked out regarding the felony and misdemeanor, that the felony is going to be dismissed, but the felony prosecutor is still trying to contact the complainant regarding that. So as soon as that takes place and that case is dismissed, then the plea agreement calls for a plea to these misdemeanor cases, if I understood him
Do we have
correctly.
a plea date for the felony cases?
I don't think he gave me the actual date, Judge. But since all he's doing is waiting on it to be dismissed.
Who's my prosecutor on this case?
That's me, Your Honor. I'm talking to the felony prosecutor, Mr. Ludwig, on this case. And he emailed Mr. McDonald earlier this week. I believe, I'm gonna go check the email right now, but I believe he was unable to make contact with the complaining witness and was still going to stand by our offer to resolve it with plea on the misdemeanor cases and a dismissal on the felony. So
Wait,
I'm not.
I heard plea on the felonies, dismiss on the misdemeanor from Ms. Boland, correct?
I'm sorry.
No, Judge, and I may have misspoke, but what Mr. McDonald told me was dismissal of the felony, then plea to the misdemeanors.
Oh, okay. Maybe I misheard you there.
So yeah, so the email to McDonald, the offer was, a 2-year probation with DWI conditions and DV conditions as well. But he says he's been unable to contact the CW in the felony case. So there really isn't anything we're waiting on for the felony, as I understand it. So it's just whether we want to just proceed forward on the misdemeanor plea to the DWI.
let's do this. Ms. Boland, if I set this for a plea, it kind of gives everybody a target time of when to get this wrapped up. So Mr. Ludwig can call his witnesses and at least have a date certain. Otherwise, I just got to set this for trial at that point in time, all of these cases. Let's see here, 3 weeks out. Sarah, give me a date, 3 weeks out.
I have January 26th as a plea date,
What time?
1:30.
That worked for you, Ms. Boland?
It doesn't for me, but I will make sure it does for Mr. McDonald.
In person, remember that.
Okay, I will let him know that.
All right, January 26th at 1:30 PM. Please e-file a reset on that matter.
Okay, we'll take care of it, Judge.
Okay, let me get to your case. 1 second. All right, we're on the record in 21 CCR 220917, State of Texas versus Dominique Weiche. Ms. Boland, last time we were here in November as well, we had talked about you needing to go over the discovery with your client, everything along those lines. Y'all had an offer. Where do we stand?
Judge, I've completed my review of the discovery and made a counteroffer to the state. And then just today, Mr. O'Brien and myself have been emailing back and forth, kind of fine tuning that plea offer. The most recent one I have not discussed with my client, but I think it's probably something that he is going to be willing to do. But it is one that is going to require that he complete some classes and some community service before the case can be disposed. So my request is to reset. I'd say he probably needs at least a month to complete everything that they have asked of him.
Is it going to be a plea then at that point in time to a probation or straight, or is it going to be a dismissal type of situation?
It will be a dismissal if he completes all of those. So do you still do a submission docket?
Well, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do another status on 2/9 at 2:30 PM. That's a month. Gives your client some time to get everything done. If it's the dismissal's filed before that date, you and your client don't have to show up.
Okay, and then so that one will still be on Zoom if for some reason it's not dismissed yet?
Correct.
Okay, thank
And
you,
it'll
Judge.
probably, I'll just be honest with you, it'll probably go on the trial docket after that if it's not dismissed at its current age.
Understood.
All right, very good. You and your client are free to go. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge. Have a good afternoon.
You do the same. Is somebody appearing for Mr. DeLeaf, Sarah?
I have not heard otherwise.
All right, skip that case.
Hello?
1 minute, Miss Rodriguez. Let's get
Yes,
your
sir.
client in here. Let me get your attorney. Mr. Axel, you there? Can you hear me?
Yes, I am here. Good morning. Good
All right, we're on
afternoon.
the record in 21 CCR 224-535, State of Texas versus Jasmine Rodriguez. Mr. Axel, where do we stand with this case?
Mr. Mitchell made an agreement for dismissal. Miss Rodriguez just has to make $150 donation. She is an indigent defendant, but she just informed me that she got employment. So we're just asking for a couple of weeks for her to start a job, get a paycheck, make the donation, and the case should be resolved.
Okay. Sarah, give me another date. I guess another status docket. I'd prefer it not be on 2/9 though, something a little before then.
I have the 26th of January at 2:30.
Works for me, Your Honor.
January 26th is what you said?
Yes, sir.
All right, January 26th at 2:30 PM. Make sure your client's got it taken care of because if it is and the dismissal's filed, y'all don't have to show up.
We will do, Your Honor. Thank you, Judge.
All right, you and your client are free to go. E-file a reset, please.
Yes, sir. You have a good day.
All right, Mr. Doggett, we're on the record in 21 CCR 225058, State of Texas versus Raisha Stewart. Where do we stand with this matter, Mr. Doggett?
We just got some discovery. We're waiting on a lab report. I still haven't received that. It's a blood test case.
Let's help expedite it. We're going to set it for trial. That way we can get the results quicker.
Well, I mean, I have the initial lab report. There's some kind of third lab report that I haven't received yet.
Your Honor, if I may.
You may.
Most of the blood reports have been received. We're just waiting on one more little report. And given that this is the first status setting state would request just one more to possibly get that in and get discovery out to defense attorney, and then we can come to an agreement.
All right, 2/9, February 9th. After that, it goes on a trial docket. DD file a reset, Mr. Doggett. You and your client are free to go now.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Tang is having issues today. Mr. Overstreet, good afternoon. Can you hear me? I cannot hear you. Could you unmute yourself, please?
I just did.
There we go. All right, let's go ahead and get started. We're on the record in 20 CCR 219719, State of Texas versus Tanja Batiste. Mr. Overstreet, where do we stand with this matter?
I spoke with the complaining witness a while ago, and she's telling me that it didn't happen that way and that sort of thing. And I asked her, has she spoken to the DA's office? And she told me no, that nobody had reached out to her. So is the opposing counsel on here with us? I know he or she is, but
Mr. Ulak is on here.
Yes,
Let me ask you this. Do you have all your discovery?
I believe I do. Yes, sir.
All right, Mr. Ulak.
Your Honor, I emailed defense counsel on the 30th to confirm that he had discovery and made an offer to resolve. I don't, that's the state's position at this point. If we need to set it, we can set it.
You said the 30th of December?
Correct, yeah.
Okay, yeah, I've been on vacation the past 2 or 3 weeks, so this is the first day that I'm back from vacation, so I've not seen your email. Can you tell me what it was, or you want me to just go look at it, or?
Yeah, essentially my offer was, I wanted to confirm that you had the Missouri City Avail web discovery, because it looked like you received the physical media and then the portal media, but the Missouri City does things a little differently with their body cams. We share that with you on a site called Avail Webs. Wanted to confirm that you had that. And two, my offer was for her to take an anger management course in exchange for dismissal.
Okay. I don't think she's gonna have a problem with that.
And as well as a parenting course. So those two in exchange.
Okay, I'd have to discuss it with her. And again, I apologize. I didn't get your email, but I've been out, the past few weeks just on vacation. Obviously I need to discuss it with her, but.
Here's what I'm doing, Mr. Overstreet. I'm going to give y'all roughly 30 days, a little over 30 days to discuss it, figure it out. And if she wants to take the offer, then she can go ahead and get her class done and get her dismissal prior to this date. I'm going to reset you to February 9th at 2:30 p.m. If
Okay.
it's not resolved If y'all can't come to a resolution on this case, then I'm going to set it for trial because this is a pretty old case on my docket.
That's fair, Your Honor. I am set for trial on February 6th, but I'll have this resolved ahead of that time if in fact that's the route we're going.
Okay, very good then. If you would
Thank
file
you.
a reset, Mr. Overstreet, you're free to go.
Thank you.
Thank you. Mrs. Cito? Oh, you're muted, ma'am.
Sorry about that, Your Honor. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Can you tell me what case you're here on?
Yes, I'm here on Hugo Morera Macias.
Are you covering for Peter DeLeaf?
I am. I am working with Mr. Zalif, and I have conferred with the state, Mr. Mitchell. We have an agreement, and Mr. Mitchell is just waiting on a certificate of completion of community service hours for my client, which we should be able to deliver next week.
So it's a dismissal then? Once the
Yes, sir.
Done? Okay.
I won't speak for the state, but that's my understanding.
What I'll do then is I'll reset it to 2/9 at 2:30 p.m. However, with the understanding that if a dismissal is filed before that date, you and your client don't need to appear.
Thank you, Your Honor. I appreciate that more than fair.
If you would e-file a reset for that date and time, you and your client are free to go.
Thank you, sir. Have a wonderful day.
You do the same. Mr. Tang, are you there? Mr. Tang, are you there?
Okay, Eric Singleton appearing on Gina Simpson.
What case are you here on?
Gina Sampson.
Gina Sampson. 1 minute. You get your client in. Mr. Singleton. Are you covering for Mr. Monks?
That's correct, Your Honor.
All right. We're on the record in 21 CCR 224033. What is the status of this case?
Your Honor, my understanding is that Mr. Monks has spoken with Ms. Sampson and she's maintaining her innocence. And so it looks like it's going to proceed to trial.
All right, then let's go ahead and get you a trial date.
Okay.
How about we'll put you on March 7th.
March
And that's
7th.
at 10 a.m. And then you got pretrial on the 2nd, March 2nd. And what time is that pretrial again, Sarah?
It is at 9 o'clock.
At 9 a.m. If you would file a reset, Mr. Singleton, for those dates and time, you and your client are free to go.
Okay, Your Honor. And just to clarify, it's March 2nd was pretrial at 9, and then trial will be March 7th at 10 a.m.
10 a.m., correct.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, thank you.
May I be excused?
Yes, you may.
Okay.
Mr. Tang, are you there?
Yes, Judge. I'm here, Judge.
Okay. I've got your client connected as well. Let's get started. We're on the record in 21 CCR 224136, State of Texas versus Edwin Galarado. Mr. Tang, where do we stand with this matter?
Judge, there is a plea offer on the case. I have obtained the media discovery as well. We just got the lab report from state. So I'll be discussing the plea offer with Mr. Edwin, as well as review the media discovery.
All right. Well, here's the deal. I'm going to give you one more reset to review all that, Mr. Tang. But after that, it's getting set for trial because this case is older than a lot of the other cases on my docket. So let's move it along.
Yes,
Reset
Judge.
to 29 at 2:30 p.m. So it's February 9th at 2:30 p.m.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. You're
May I
free
be
to-
excused?
Yes.
Thank you, Judge. God bless.
I believe that takes care of every case on the docket, except for Ventura. I do not have, it's a motion to reinstate. I do not have Mr. Ivan Lopez de Victoria in the waiting room.
So I just got an email from them and they sent me a Zoom link. And I responded back with, you need to join this Zoom.
Okay.
Like I received it 3 minutes ago.
Say what? Then let's move over to Nawaka. If I could have her placed in the attorney-client meeting room. Ms. Nawaka, can you hear me?
Yes, good afternoon, Your Honor.
Good afternoon. Why don't you scoot closer to the computer so we can hear you better?
Okay.
There we go. That's good. All right, we're on the record in 22 CCR 225890, State of Texas versus Nikichi Nawaka. Ms. Nawaka, it's my understanding you want to represent yourself in this matter. Is that correct?
No, I just want to beg you to give me time to hire an attorney. Actually, I went to an attorney yesterday and she told me that I need to take an attorney from Fort Bend, that the distance is far from where she stays.
Okay. How much time do you need to hire an attorney? 30 days?
2 months.
No, I'm afraid not. This case is I'm going to give you 30 days to hire an attorney, at which point in time, then I will, if you do not have an attorney, I'm going to set it on the trial docket.
Thank you, Your Honor.
February 9th at 2:30 p.m. That's
Thank
going to be
you.
the next setting.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I need you to e-file a reset, or I need you to file a reset with the county clerk's office in this case.
Yes, Your Honor.
Very good. All right, Ms. Nawaka, you're free to go.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. I still don't have Mr. Ventura or Mr. Lopez in the waiting room. Did they respond to you, Sarah?
It did not.
Motion's denied. He can go turn himself in.
Your Honor, given the denial of the motion, could the state request that conditions be added to the, I guess, the bond?
There are conditions already added on there. From the last bond forfeiture we did.
Hold up, okay, apologies. I was talking to Mark about it and from what he relayed, I did not realize there were conditions. I see the new bond set, but I didn't see any conditions, so I was just clarifying. Okay.
We'll go back. I'm pretty sure I saw conditions on there. Let me verify. I have got interlock and a random UA testings on there.
That is exactly what we'd request, so that's good with the state.
Okay, very good. That concludes the docket. Y'all are free to go. Thank you.